미치겠어.
乾杯.
손이 너무 예뻐. Guys, I got a job.
If you see and
근데 진짜
detect
고용
baggage,
불안정
please
씨가
do not
무서운데.
touch it, but notify staff immediately. Thank you.
계획이 안 잡히니까 아 미치겠어. 그냥 집은 나가는데 그러니까 날짝 다가오는데 어디로 갈지 모르잖아. 그렇다고 잡을 안 구하고 막상 가자니 그것은 그거대로 스트레스고. 오늘은 호야 케이크 사러 로즈에 왔습니다. 못하겠어요.
소야인 로지.
이제 다 가니까 뭔가 이렇게 다 같이 떠날 줄 몰랐어. 시기가 어떻게 다들 일주일 차이도 안 나는 거 아니에요? 미연님 가고
그니까.
저도 가고. 저는 치즈랑 크래커랑 쫌쫌 따위로 사가지고 와인 안주 할 수 있는 야매 치즈 플래터를 한번 해보겠습니다. 아까 여기서 크래커를 봤는데 딱 해지는 시간에 잘 맞춰서 왔네요. 이거 애긴 줄 알았네. 동상이었어. So what is today's dinner, chef?
So I'm going to make a salad with some crispy halloumi inside.
Crispy halloumi? What is halloumi?
It's cheese, but you have to bake the cheese.
Oh, okay.
And then
Oh, Rosie's kitchen.
Rosie's house.
kitchen. Rosie's house.
Rosie's friend.
Rosie's maid.
Some wine tasting. Actually do the same thing as my customer.
Oh, that's nice. I want to try as well.
Guys, first.
For making dinner.
First.
乾杯.
Kanpai. Eyes. Yay. Oh, be careful. Watch out. I was just surfing in the beach, and there, I found there was a man like say my name right now, and and
it's like, who the fuck is that?
yeah, who the fuck is that? And he looks very familiar, and he was Toya. And like,
I don't know if it's healthy, but it's yummy.
yeah, don't mind it.
Nobody. Rosie salad.
Rosie salad.
Rosie salad.
Everyone wants
Yay. Yes, 8 smaked.
it's my
It's
smaked.
great.
And what's the gesture? 8 smaked.
Paprika. Rosie salad. This is Italian.
No, just it's my
It's smart great.
Yeah, exactly.
It's smart great.
Billboard.
You could oversave much over. Almost correct, right? Almost. Almost. Piko piko.
Piko piko.
Oh, yeah. Pyoko pyoko.
Piko piko.
合わせて、ぴょこぴょこ、むぴょこぴょこ。
あめせて、まピコピコ、まピコ。
あ、almost.
Why the fuck is
I will take a video.
Oh my god!
Ik vind het heel leuk om jullie ontmoet te hebben.
What? Why? Speak in English!
I understand all of that.
Of course.
Yeah.
En ik hoop jullie.
みんな、本当に、
本当に
本当に、これはファミリーだから。これはファミリー。
2, 1.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Toya.
Thank you so much.
See you in Japan.
Yeah, see you.
Are you crazy?
Oh, by the way,
Sushi.
short.
The short? Okay, well.
Like Wednesday.
Where's hang on.
Hey, you need to put it down.
Oh my. Okay. Tell me something.
Leave your phone.
Oh yeah.
Recording.
Okay. Yeah.
We love you.
I love you too.
Bitch.
This one's Rosie.
And her name is Rosie as well.
Sorry about that.
That's alright.
네, 이제 이번 주는 이제 일도 다 그만두고 거의 그만두고 알고 지낸 사람들이랑 작별하는 시간을 가지고 있는 것 같네요. 모임도 많고 하우스메이트도 다 같은 시기에 떠나서 이제 인사하고 그러고 있습니다. Maybe oh my god.
Unboxing!
This YouTuber.
Guys, I just
Obviously.
unboxing.
Now? Open now?
Oh, brand new.
No, I never cry.
No, you never cry.
I never cry. Oh, there's a picture.
Yeah! I don't wanna
Wait, Reno. Close it. And then open it, wait. Open it. 3, 2, 1. Reno!
Oh, you wanna cry? I always cry.
I cannot.
What?
What a liar you are. Really emotional.
Okay. Okay, sorry.
Hey! Remember! You're Reno!
Yeah, because this guy crying. Maria crying.
It'll be okay. Reno!
Can you sit it around here?
30. I have to reschedule it to 3:30. And then
You want a plate to put it on?
for this. That's why I dine with
You
people so
wanna-
that you can send me food. And
You
I
wanna
don't
come in my video?
Yes, only reason.
Only
Only reason.
감사합니다.
Enjoy, guys.
와.
I'm never gonna tell you. For your YouTube channel, he's also famous.
I know.
Why everyone famous here? Introduce doctor. Why? Because I asked for free dessert.
Yeah. Isn't it? And you know, like she always makes her friends.
Yeah, she always making very aesthetic. I don't know how to make it.
Me too. There's someone watching us. Like this? It's good, right? So I wanna get some candle for my housemate. And she's birthday next week. So this one should be the present for farewell. I'm gonna move out to another city.
You're moving out of.
Yeah, to another city. I haven't decided yet. Maybe Tasmania or Brisbane.
Yeah, try something different.
Yeah. So I want to give present for my housemate.
Oh, good on you, mate. That's nice.
It fits me, but
Look at this shirt. Isn't this a kid?
it's cute.
That's too long, right?
I'm gonna shoot up. Read up.
Hell yeah.
They feel, but like it feels very loose. Is that normal? Right?
Around the ankle, yeah.
Yeah, that's
These are like,
So nice.
these shoes are modeled off of cowboy boots, like the
Yeah.
heel and the sound. Whenever
Open it,
I go to the
open.
store, it's
Yeah, I
like,
just feel like more confident, you know, like
so good.
confident.
Yeah, they look great.
I tried this one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You wanna tap dancing?
You're gonna see me wearing this. See?
Good. 거기 완전 카우보이 샵 같아요. 부츠 엄청 많고 이것저것 구경 먹고 있습니다. No worth the wait. Where are we?
Yes. We are.
Rude.
Here, move your big hat. So we are the Yummy Box. It's a very thick, deep pizza.
Chicago style pizza.
My place. Be nice.
Guys, you know, like Lucas always bullying me.
Because you are easy. Easy target.
Can I speak in Korean?
Of course, it's your channel.
저는 제가 한국에서도 놀림받기 쉬운 사람이었다고 생각하거든요. 호주 오면 안 그럴 줄 알았어요. 언어도 다르고 스타일이 다르니까. 근데 호주 와도 똑같아요. 여기서도 easy target. Did you understand? Like,
You say easy target. I understand.
yeah, you know, like I've never imagined I'm gonna be easy target in Australia
No,
because I've lived my whole life as an easy target in Korea. So when I moved to Australia, I decided to be not easy target.
be the beach.
Yeah, be the beach, but still easy target in Australia.
But it's funny to bully Reno because you know it's funny. I always laughing, you know. I always have a good mood when I bully you. But when I say bully,
I couldn't even tell. Oh,
but when I say bully, it's just being like silly with each other. Like, no, I don't do anything like that. You really don't like it. I always making jokes, but he always taking it serious. You know, he don't understand that it's a joke. And
yeah,
then
I
he was
couldn't
like,
even tell which one is
he was like,
joke.
oh, really?
Am
I'm like,
I?
no, calm down. It's just a joke. And he's like, huh. Like the other day, he just took a picture of myself, and from like very far distance, and then he sent me a picture. He sent me, and I was like, oh, what a stalker. And then he
I
was
was
like
really hurt.
very offended. he was very hurted that you just call me a stalker, and I was like, no, it's just a joke.
양념치킨 소스라는데 코리안 소스라고 이렇게 파는데 but it tastes like different. It's not real Korean sauce.
Oh, it's not real?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
okay.
it's more like sour.
How to say yummy in Korean?
맛있다.
You ready? Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Stop.
Stop.
You write this one. Okay. Are you ready to write this song out of hand?
인터뷰 10분 전이라 너무 떨립니다. 이제 해밀턴 아일랜드 2차 인터뷰가 있어요. 근데 이렇게 갑자기 잡힌 인터뷰라 놀다가 도서관에 왔네요. 불안해 죽겠다. 지금 막 인터뷰가 끝났고요. 막 얼굴이 막 빨갛고 장난 아니네. 그래서 잘 됐으면 좋겠습니다. 근데 엉망진창으로 봤어요. 정신없이. 잘 됐으면 좋겠습니다. 해밀턴 과연 갈 수 있을지. 네. 아니 방금 막 메일 확인해서 해밀턴 아일랜드 갑니다. 해밀턴 아일랜드 갑니다. 여러분 안녕.
Congratulations. Enjoying life.
Yeah! Guys, I got a job. I'm going to Hamilton Island.
We're going to the Iceland and drink pina colada in the beach. Yeah.
Yeah! I mean,
You were.
you trained me a lot.
No. We just talked for a few minutes, like 30 minutes. You did like a month of training. That's you.
루카스가 진짜 들어가기 전에 엄청 도와줘가지고 저는 긴장 너무 많이 했는데 바쁘네.
Like he's sad. You're sad. You're happy, and you're.
Yeah, it's complex. 너무 행복하고 너무 슬프고 떠나야 될 생각에 아직 불안한 마음도 안 가지고. 너무.
We gonna enjoy the sunset now.
Yeah. 짜잔. Goodbye, Sydney. You look like very troublemaker. Wow. Like 7 years old. Oh my god. 오늘 완전 잘 놀고 집에 들어갑니다. 그리고 오늘 해밀턴 아일랜드. 붙었어. 사실 못 붙을까봐 진짜 걱정 많이 하고 한 달 노티스를 일찍 내가지고 한 달 동안 진짜 마음고생 많이 했는데 다 좋은 결과가 있으려고 그랬나봐요. 뭐로 가든 다 잘 되는 길이라고 또 하우스메이트 분께서 말씀해 주셨는데 그래서 하여튼 잘 돼서 너무 기분 좋고 이거 보시는 여러분도 다 잘 됐으면 좋겠습니다. 안녕. 미안해, 울지 마요. 울음뚝. Happy birthday, dear Mia. Happy birthday to you. 상아 볼 자신이 없네요.
It was 블루마운틴 리노님이에요, 저.
블루마운틴 리노.
내일도 오늘 눈이 띵띵 부르고.
어떡해. 아니 맨날 제가 감사하다니까. 제가 감사하다니까. 좋아요. 안녕하세요, 리노입니다. 되게 오랜만에 인사드리는데 그동안 좀 많은 일들이 있었어요. 이제 시드니를 떠나면서 세컨을 가려고 해가지고 뭐 일 구하고 인터뷰하고 네 모쪼록 많은 일들이 있었고 결과적으로는 잘 풀려서 다른 지역으로 가게 됐습니다. 이 영상이 아마 이 집에서 촬영하는 마지막 영상이 될 것 같아요. 1월부터 8월까지 7개월이라는 시간이 흘렀는데 호주 오기를 결정하는 순간부터 지금까지 힘든 일도 많았고 근데 어떻게 잘 버티고 잘 이겨내고 지내려고 하고 있는 것 같아요. 시드니에서 만난 분들 다 너무 감사했고 구독자분들한테 진짜 너무 많이 응원받았어요. 사실 이렇게까지 누가 응원해줄 거라 생각도 못했고 미루다 올려보자 했는데 진짜 많은 분들이 응원해주셔서 더 뭔가 용기 내서 할 수 있었던 것 같아요. 뭐를 고민하고 계시는 분들이 계시다면 잘 할 수 있으니까 잘 준비해서 용기 내서 근데 무작정 이제 뭘 가야지 이건 아니고 뭔가 뜻하는 바가 있다면 잘 이룰 수 있게 준비하셔서 용기 내서 오시는 거 응원하겠습니다. 시드니 워홀은 여기까지지만 앞으로 또 다른 워홀 일기가 이어질 거니까 앞으로 또 많은 관심 부탁드리고 그럼 다음에 또 뵙겠습니다. 감사합니다.